Good afternoon, folks. Thanks for joining me. As you can see, we're getting a lot of wind. We're finally getting some sunshine, but it brought the wind with it, so I hope you can hear okay. We've had about 10 days of rain and snow and freezing rain and more rain, and today has actually been the first day of nice weather, and it's given me a chance to get out and shoot a little video for you. But the good thing about this wind is it's bringing down a lot of the limbs that have been hanging since the fall. We had a freak late or early ice storm, and all the oak trees still had their leaves on, so they've all been hanging kind of like this since the fall, the ones that didn't fall. And the wind today is bringing down some of the ones of decent size, so I thought I'd get out today and show you how to make a mallet. I've been needing to make a new one anyway because we're going to need it for my shelter build. This one's got a little bit of wear on it. It's still a lot of use and totally serviceable, but I wanted to show you how to make one if you want to do something like this in the future for yourself. We all know you don't need anything fancy to baton wood or to, you know, nail even one dowel in or something. But if you're going to be building a shelter or, you know, maybe some woodwork, you're going to want something that's more ergonomic to your hand and, but still has a lot of weight for pounding in those pegs. So I've got some oak here that fell. I've sawed off some portions, and we might make some wedges too. That's why I got these little pieces, because we're going to need those for splitting logs. But if you want to make yourself a mallet and you want to see how that's done, just hang on for a few minutes and I'll get set up and we'll show you how to do that. Alrighty folks, so to get started, I've got myself a piece of wood here. It's about, when I'm choosing a mallet, I like something, it's about that big around. You know, bigger, smaller, whatever you prefer, but I like something about that big around. I find it's just about perfect. I like to pick a section out that's about from my fingers to my elbow. I think that gives me a good swing when I need it. And for the head of the mallet, I'm gonna come the length of my hand in, and then I'm gonna make a little cut. That's about right there. That's gonna be my stop cut. That's where I'm gonna make the stop cut at. And I'm not trying to cut into this, I'm just trying to like scar it a little so you can see where I need to make a cut at. Today I'm using my dad's Imperial. It's not a super Imperial Kit Carson. It's not a super expensive knife or anything. I like to pack it for sentiment. It was my dad's. He packed it for years and years and years since he was a little boy. His mama got it for him for his birthday with green stamps. I don't know if any of you out there remember green stamps. People much younger than me probably don't remember them. I was born in the 80s and I remember them, so yeah, that's what I'm rocking today. But anyway, so moving on, we're gonna make our stop cut. You probably should wear gloves, and I've got gloves hanging on my hip right now, but I'm not gonna use them. And you just wanna go around it. We're not trying to dig in at this point, we're just trying to score a line. And this has got a few knots in it, but I think we'll do all right. That knot there is giving me problems. But yeah, we just score yourself a little line, and that's where we're gonna dig our blade of our saw in to make our head. That knot's giving me problems. It doesn't have to be pretty. All right, so what we're gonna do from this point is, since that's about the diameter, I'm gonna bring, I want my handle to be, yeah, I'm gonna take it in almost the length, almost the full width of this blade. Let's see, we're gonna do about, we're gonna take it in about 80%. All right, I think this is about a good depth. We're about 70%, so I'm gonna go all the way around and take it in about 70%. That's good. This would be a great time to have a sawhorse, but I burnt mine when they started breaking down. So we're gonna make some of those in maybe a couple weeks, because we're gonna get around to needing those for the shelter anyway. So, but yeah, so today would be a great time to have those, but we don't, so. All right, now that we made our stop cut, what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna start chipping away. Down towards that stop cut, and we're gonna go all the way around. Sorry about that, I had to put my hair back. And you want to use controlled cuts. Keep your fingers up here, you know. We're gonna go out. We're gonna go back in a second, take all that meat out. And then you can start taking away this direction. Just, it's a little safer, and you can keep your hands up here, and you just start chipping away at it, removing material. And I'm using this little hand hatchet, but a hatchet with a little bit more of a handle is probably more ideal for this task, but I wanted to use this one today. This one was gifted to me from a friend, and I hadn't used a little short hand axe like this before, believe it or not. Alrighty folks, so I've switched over to my new Fiskars that was in my bag. I brought this out, I wanted to try it today. And so far I'm liking it. I'm just removing material. I wanted to switch to a longer handled hatchet. That's what I'm used to using, and you know, it's got more leverage. And if you need to, you can always choke down on it. But that hand axe was gifted to me. It was the first time I've used it, and it was a little dull, so, but I wanted to try it. I've never tried one that's short. So anyway, I've switched over to this Fiskars, and I'm really loving it. It's really doing a good job of removing material in long sections like that. And you're just going to want to go around and keep removing a little bit at a time. And we're going to straighten this handle up here in a second, but look at that. It's doing a great job of getting that material off. I'm trying to make controlled cuts too, to mind my fingers. So just keep chopping away at it. Alrighty folks, so if you can see here, we're zeroing in on the home stretch. It's about even all the way around. I'm gonna hatchet this off, clean it up, so we can see it's about the right size big around, and then we're just gonna remove some material here and we'll be almost there. Alrighty folks, so here's what we got. Ran into a few knots, but that's to be expected with a limb. You'd do better with like a trunk piece probably, but to avoid those little limbs or little knots and stuff. But yeah, now that we've got it about the right size, I'm gonna remove a little bit here, but that's the good part about it. You can feel it, get a feel for it, and you can always remove a little bit, but we're gonna shape it up and try to make it a little prettier. So we're just gonna start taking some of these fibers down and trying to smooth it off. We're not trying to remove any of the material, like not in big hunks, but we're just trying to smooth the handle down where we don't have all those splintery fibers sticking us. Just going around trying to make it smooth. Alrighty folks, there she is. She ain't too pretty, but she works. And yeah, so a good hardwood mallet like this will last you near your lifetime, if not your lifetime, as long as you keep it in out of the elements and hang it up, which I'm gonna go see if I can find a bit for the bit and brace and put a hole here in the handle. I never bother with doing that because I usually throw them in my bag, but I'm gonna end up hanging this one up at the camp whenever I build it. So yeah, there you go, there's your mallet. Alrighty guys, I'm out of here. Thanks for joining me today. Until next time, take care of yourselves.